We're here in the garage with my Lamborghini, and I've got everything ready. I'm gonna start cleaning the surface of the car. Your boy's excited right now because I'm finally finished school. I had my last final today. I had my meeting with my tech advisor for my report that I had to write, blah, blah, blah. But I'm completely done school now, and we're back. We're celebrating by getting this thing ready, and I'm hoping that I spray primer today. So that's the end goal here. For now, what we're gonna be doing is, like I said, prepping the surface. Everything's been sanded good. It's definitely gonna need a good cleaning. I tried to get as much of the big stuff off as possible. So me and Kayla are gonna take some warm soapy water and some rags and some paper towel, try and get as much crap off as we can, and then start deciding my plan on how I'm actually gonna spray this car, because I don't want to spray all the panels on the car, but it would make things a lot easier just because I'm limited for space in here, as you guys can see. I think we'll just cross that bridge when we get there though. So I have my lovely assistant, wherever she went. She was just right here, disappeared on me. Oh, and we are gonna start.
I play with a dog.
Oh,
Look. Oh, come here. Come.
Arnie, say hello. What's that?
Come here. Come here. Look.
Yeah, that's his little fence. So yeah, we're gonna start doing that, and hopefully the surface will be prepped in the next like hour-ish. I'm gonna throw some more lighting up so that it's a little better in here. As you can see, there's a lot of crap in here from removing the windshield. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that part, but I got the rear quarter glass removed and also the windshield. We have a mobile service here in Edmonton that does a really good job, and they do a lot of work for other shops that do 240s and Silvias, stuff like that. So I called them up, they got it done, and they didn't break anything, so I'm happy. And yeah, we're gonna get this thing cleaned up, taped up, and I'm gonna get my plan ready for when we spray primer, I guess. Alright, so we got the majority of the car wiped down, and most of the real big dirt stuff is gone now. So, dirt stuff. The dirt, god damn it. Anyway, so I started taping. We're going to start taping the car off. Pretty much everything's going to get taped off, obviously. So we're going to do all the windshields, or the windows. We're going to do sunroof, wheel wells, and definitely going to have to do the under the engine bay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel back the fenders and pop the hood and probably lay a whole sheet around it so I don't get any overspray on the engine bay itself or the engine. So to protect that from the primer. And yeah, just same with the back wheel wells, do the suspension. I'll probably just tape off the taillight holes, and the trunk's gonna be closed, so that doesn't matter. And honestly, I think that's it. There's not a whole lot, so that's good. And then after that, we'll be building the paint booth or whatever we're gonna do. So that'll probably be the most annoying part. And then once everything like that is done, then I can do the final wipe and get all the little bit of dust and debris that have been kicked up in the garage or maybe dropped while I'm doing stuff. So that's kind of why I waited to do the final wipe on the surfaces, and I got help still. Alright boys, I hope you like the prehistoric in video camera quality. I just finished getting like not the final wipe, but like the last wipe before tack cloth. Oh my god, we didn't do the bumper, so we gotta do the bumper, I just realized. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna tack the car. We're gonna mix the primer here right away, and then I'll probably set you guys up on the tripod and start spraying. So hopefully we can start that in the next like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Probably less actually, but yeah, okay, I'll wipe this bumper and then we'll get back to it. Of course I realized that like when we start filming, you know. And PPE, my paint booth. It's not bad. Okay, so we're gonna mix up the primer. Not 100% sure on how much to mix. I guess it's probably a full cup. I'm gonna use it all for sure.
These are some good gloves.
Oh yeah, ain't cheap, that's for sure. Okay, so it's a 4-to-1 ratio, right?
What does that mean?
4 parts to 1 part. So if I fill it up to the 4, then I need 1 part of the thinner. No,
Nice.
reducer, whatever it is. I don't know. Catalyst. The catalyst. It's catalyst for primer. I just realized I don't have the bottle opener or the paint can opener, so.
Fuck.
Once again, beer. You know what I just realized is gonna suck?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, at least I have 2 pairs of glasses, but like last time I sprayed my engine bay without glasses, and I think that's why I fucked up the clear coat, because it wasn't like I couldn't see well enough. So I think I'm just gonna put on my other glasses because I bought like 2 pairs from that website. And just like, if they get ruined, they get ruined, because these are the ones I actually like, so. It's weird how liquidy this stuff is, hey? Like, you don't really think.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. Boom. And that is it. I didn't buy a cap, I just realized, so that's dumb. But I'm not gonna stir it yet. I'm gonna get my glasses, and I'm gonna come back, tack cloth real quick, and then spray. So yeah, it's super straightforward. I'm not gonna show everything, I'll just show spraying and then. Alright, so as you guys can see, the car has been primered. I've already started sanding on it, and the reason for that is because I woke up in the morning and just got kind of excited to get started, and I forgot to film what the car looked like after I laid the primer, so hopefully you kind of get the idea of what it's looked like with those couple of shots that I took, and hopefully you enjoyed the super shitty quality video of me actually spraying the primer. So as you can tell by the garage setup, I still have all the drop sheets up. The garage floor is a mess, and everything is covered in primer. My whole plan is to leave all the drop sheets up until I'm done sanding, just so that it kind of protects all my stuff from being covered in the dust as well. Because sanding with the 320 grit sandpaper, it is a super fine, thin dust, and it kind of just gets everywhere. Today alone, I think I put in a solid like 3-4 hours of sanding, and I ended up getting the whole trunk done, pretty much the whole passenger side of the car, right-hand drive, half of the roof, the door, the fenders, or the fender, the whole hood. I didn't just do half, I ended up doing the whole one just because it takes so long to actually sand down and get it smooth, even with a DA sander. So I wanted to get that out of the way so that the rest, when I come back and do it tomorrow, it'll be nice and quick. I got the bumper done, and the back bumper's outside, as you guys saw, so that'll probably get done tomorrow when I swap it out for this one. Now, one thing I'm going to mention is all the actual little detailed stuff, whether it's in the little crevices, I guess, or around all the edges. Same thing with the trunk. That's a little harder to see. But basically, I'm not going super close to any of the edges on the car, and that's because I don't want the sander to wear through all the primer. So once everything's completely smooth as far as the big sections of the car go, I'm going to take just some sandpaper and sand it down with my hand to finish off all the little outer edges. I think one of the better examples of that, oh my god, that was brutal. One of the better examples of that would be the fender and the hood. So all these spots that you see that are still kind of not glossy but unsanded are all the spots that I don't want to hit with the DA sander. Same with just the bump in the hood, because like I said, I don't want to wear through it. So all these little intricate spots, all the little hard edges, corners, everything like that, I'll be doing that separately. Ooh, it just started like storming outside. I'll be doing that separately and by hand, just so that I don't wear through any of the primer anywhere. And one more thing before we finish up today. The doors are actually going to be unbolted and taken off the car because I will be doing the door jambs. Right now I just wanted to get the whole car done in the primer. And the door jambs are actually good condition and they're already black, so all I'm going to have to do is sand those down a bit, make them nice and smooth, and then they'll be ready for the base coat. So these doors will be coming off maybe tomorrow, and then I'll start the process of cleaning everything off and taking all the masking tape down. So other than the doors coming off, I think all the other panels will be staying on the car. The front fenders seem to be okay where they are. Underneath is where the engine bay paint is, and that's all masked off, so it's not a huge deal if I leave those on the car. The doors obviously need to come off to do the jams, and then the rear over fenders are definitely not going to stay on the car because I want to make sure the color is all over the panel just in case there's minor adjustments in the over fender and it just doesn't line up perfect, then you're going to see that little spot where it's not painted. So I thought instead I'll just spray the base coat over it. It doesn't matter about all these stupid little, I don't know, grinding marks and stuff because they're going to be hidden. I just want that little bit of added security to be able to cover up any small edges that could potentially show underneath the over fender. So yeah, next time you guys see me, the car will be completely sanded down. Everything should be nice and smooth, and then we'll probably end the video there just so that we have a whole separate video revealing the color and actually showing the spraying process. But for now, that's all you guys get. I'll see you guys tomorrow.